have another 5 out of 5 defender in MCOC. Yelena Belova has come to the contest, and trust me, she is going to be problematic. Now, this video is not going to be an entire instructional video on how to fight her. There are other videos out there that cover that kind of content. In particular, Nick136 has made a great video on that. What I'm going to do is zero in specifically on evading her SP1. So, briefly, one thing to keep in mind when fighting Yelena is that you only ever want to bait her SP1, and you want to, as much as possible, full dex that SP1. Two reasons for that. One is that she can crit through block. Second is that every time one of her SP1 attacks hits your block, her combo meter is going to increase by 5. And that's just going to put her into this special elimination mode faster, and that's something you want to avoid, or at least forestall as much as possible. So, just as we've done with some other videos on this channel, we're going to see what Silk does, and then we're going to let Silk teach us how to evade that SP1. So we have Silk loaded up here, and let's go ahead and put her into action. So you can see that her Silk Sense kicks in, and she's going to evade that special. And so let's see that one more time. So it's attack, 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 attack. So it's 6 hits in that special. And you can see that the timing of it, just the rhythm of it, it's not very even. It's a little bit choppy. So it is going to take some work to be able to learn that timing, so then you can do the full dex. So I've gone and added some audio cues based on when Silk evaded, so that we can start internalizing the rhythm of that evade. So let's go and see with the audio cues added. Okay. So start getting a sense for that timing. Swipe, 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 swipe. Let's do it again. Swipe, 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 swipe. Okay, are you getting it? You'll have to watch it probably a few times and maybe try to say the timing of the evades along in time with what you're seeing, so that you can start really, like I said before, internalizing that rhythm. So swipe, 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 swipe. Okay. All right, so if we've gotten it now, let's go and try and put that into practice. So I've arbitrarily chosen Killmonger here. Killmonger is not an especially good counter for Yelena. In fact, I think he's pretty bad. But just to show that one of the things I'll talk about is that you can really just use anybody to counter Yelena with some significant caveats. But let's go ahead and start this this practice session, right? So we're going to play her normally. We're trying to avoid blocking because, again, she can crit through block. But as much as possible, let's try to get her to special 1. And you can see one of the... Actually, let me pause there. I don't know if I've heard other people talk about this, but one of the ways that you can avoid block is that it's relatively easy to do shallow evade attacks against her. And you'll see that throughout this fight. I won't rewind it, but... just if you evade a little bit early her dash into you, you can then do a light counter attack and successfully hit her. So that's a good way of and many of you may be aware of this tactic that actually Killmonger himself, a lot of people use that tactic. Domino is another popular one that people use that on. So I think that's going to be a standard part of the approach that people take to attacking Yelena and avoiding those very painful hits into block. So let's go ahead and start this back up. So she's got a bar of power, and let's see if I can do it successfully, and I did. I'm not doing this live, I already know that I did, but yeah, you can see that. Okay, I'll go ahead and bait another one. I forgot to turn off notifications, that's fine. Alright, so we got 2 successful ones in the bag. Continuing to attack her and win the health race. Push it to another bar of power. Let's try to do the timing in... Okay, so swipe, 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 swipe. Okay. Sometimes she gets past, but I think I have to speed up the video here a bit. Yeah, let's speed this up until she decides that she's going to throw it for us. Okay, swipe, 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 swipe. Okay, so we're doing this pretty cleanly. She goes passive again, so let's go ahead and speed this up a bit until she decides she wants to go ahead and attack us. There we go. Swipe, 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 swipe. Okay, so you see that this was only maybe my like 3rd attempt at fighting her, and it didn't take me long to really get pretty reliable at that SP1 evade. But now she's got the 133 hits. So she's in elimination mode, and I'm going to do something very bad here. I'm going to counterattack. You don't want to do that. So once she's in that elimination mode, you're going to have to do this painful pattern where all you can do is you can throw specials like I just did. Otherwise, you want to hit into her block, and I'll speed this part up because it's really boring and slow. But hit into her block until she gets all the way back down below, I think, 5 hits. Or maybe it's 10 hits. But, yeah, go ahead and get her combo down. And now, okay, now it's fine to go and fetch her off. Let's do one more SP1 evade for good measure. Swipe, 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 swipe. Okay, and she's done. So if I hadn't done that reversal, you know, I would have had something like 85-90% health remaining against her. And that's with a very suboptimal counter. So again, you want to push her to SP1. If you can do those shallow evades and avoid the hits into block, then that's great. Once she gets the SP1, hopefully with this video, you've learned the timing of it. You're going to go ahead and try and get her down before she ever enters that elimination mode. But if she does enter elimination mode, do not counterattack her special 1. Try to have a special save so you can throw that to get some distance, as well as then you want to hit into block to bring her combo meter down, and then it's just rinse repeat. All right, so again, I don't want to make too little of her quality as a defender. She is going to be a painful defender because, again, she does have lots of ways to limit the damage that you can do to her, and she has this elimination mode that is going to be a big time waster. But I'm sure that, we're going to discover, as time goes on, various attackers who are already in your deck, or maybe just champions who are already on your roster, who do have enough damage to be able to take her down before you get into elimination mode. Even if you can't get one of those attackers, she's not going to be the same as Serpent. She's not someone who's going to just eventually kill you no matter what. She's someone more like Photon that, okay, if you know how to fight her, even with the suboptimal counter, it might be very slow, but you can do a decent job against her. So, hope this video helped you out. If you liked it, please do share it. Again, usual, alliance mates, your friends, whatever. Please do help me get more subs to this channel so I can put out more helpful content for you. All right. Otherwise, take care and have a great day.